Hey, welcome to my gardens again. It is July 13th, and it was another hot and humid day here in southern New Jersey. Uh, it was close to 90 and 70% humidity. So, in one word, disgusting. But still outside, got a lot of work to do. A lot of transition. A lot of things are blooming. A lot of things are changing. I've been cutting down a lot of my yarrow because they're pretty much done. Some of them will rebloom, like the strawberry seduction. Spent new and then new. So it depends on when you cut them and how you cut them. A lot of them I just cut down because they're so overgrown this year. I'm gonna split them soon, so it just makes it a little bit easier. So like here's a cool one, the butterfly weed. It's starting a seed pod. So I'll take those out when they start to turn. A lot of my milkweed is already producing seed pods. Roses are reblooming. This one's got a lot of new growth. Struggled with the Darcy. Little black spot problem. Little bare. But it's got all new growth. So it is what it is. I got black spot on the Graham Thomas as well. I'm just gonna cut it way back. That's the best way I found to deal with it, because you can't cure it, and you got to trim out all the spots, and by the time you trim it out, it just looks horrible. So tall phlox, these are the ultraviolets from Proven Winners. They're going to go where I did 2 videos, my garden tour, and also I did a video on aster yellows. So I'm going to put them in here where I took those coneflowers out. Because phlox isn't really impacted by the aster yellows. That's the big thing, is if you get aster's yellow, you don't want to replant the same type of plant. So like daisy, black-eyed Susans, or other coneflowers, because the bacteria is still in the ground, more than likely, because it's root to flower type of bacteria. So a lot of changes. The deer are eating my turtle heads over here, but those will bloom soon. And I just saw one of my culprits of eating my false sunflowers. Where is he? Yeah, he's right there. He's eating one of my balloon flowers. Yeah, they love the balloon flower too. Yeah, I see you. You can eat it. So, a lot of changes. Milkweeds still blooming, coming in. The sneeze weeds I have them all over the place, are starting to bud. So they're a much later summer flower. Some of the phlox that survived through last year without the deer eating them down to the ground, they literally killed them. That's how far they ate them. So more turtle heads. These will bloom usually late July, early August. This is a bluebeard. So waiting for this to bloom. This is spectacular when it blooms. My gladiolas. So this is I gotta show everyone this one. So I love gladiolas. So this is a quick one. This is a Drops of Jupiter oregano. So it's an ornamental oregano. The deer don't eat it, and it's a deterrent, so it'll keep them away from that area of the garden. So my gladiolas, you can see, you know, these are spent. These are the purple ones I have, but they're throwing out new shoots daily. Now, this shoot right here, it's 5.5 feet tall. The other ones are 5 foot, so this is an overachiever. And it's got a side shoot coming off right there. So, yeah, they're going crazy this year. The colors are vibrant. I got the purples, the pinkish red, the dark red. I even have, there's one down here. So I have the peachy one, which is a little more pink. And then the dark red ones. And these are the lavender ones that I have. So it's not as dark as the other purple ones. But yeah, they're blooming like gangbusters this year. Last year, nothing, because of the lack of rain we had was stunted most of them. I had a couple blooms that were all mangled, and it just didn't do well. But so here's the other one. I'll give you. Yeah, like I said, I'm cutting down yarrow. This is what happens. I cut it all the way back, and boom, boom, and boom. You get a whole new shoots, and it'll rebloom again. So this is, I could smell it from here. I wasn't even that far. Lucky is my lucky angel, Asiatic lily. I wait every year for this. My dahlias are doing well. That one just taking its sweet time. The other ones here are doing fine. They're all budding already. But that's it. So this is actually not even open yet. It's a 3-tier bloom. So you have the outside tier, you have the inside tier, and then you have the inside tier. So there's 3 different layers of the bloom. So the one in the center is all cream. So when they're fully open, you know, probably the end of the week, I might get one of those that might be in full bloom. And I'll post that, because it's one of my favorites. I literally wait all year for that one to bloom, because I've never seen anything like that. But I need to deadhead both my butterfly bushes again. Actually, 3 of them. I have a pugster up front. So the new Firefab hydrangea I put in. Is it a squirrel? Yeah, it is a squirrel flying off the bird feeder. So they're starting to turn. You get a little pink in there. So the obedient flowers, they're late. They're a late bloom, so they're in August, mid-August, and it's such a great plant. And a bunch of people asked me, a long time ago, why they call it obedient plant. When they bloom, I'll show you, but I'll explain that the blooms themselves, it's a stalk type bloom. You can bend them, and they'll stay in that shape. That is why they're called an obedient plant. My Bobo hydrangeas are in bloom. Struggled with these last year. Again, struggled with a lot of things last year. So these are doing well. This one's just a lot shorter. A lot of this died out last year. I had to cut half the plant out. I was worried about it wasn't going to make it, but it's actually doing really well. The Cape Fuchsia, as I did a video a couple of videos ago, basically deadheading. When you deadhead them, you know, just clip it and it'll rebloom. The interesting thing is, so the orange one over there is dying. The orange one here is dying, but the 3 yellow ones are doing very well. So I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't think so. But bush beans. The back row is doing fine. Front row, the deer are eating them. So, lesson learned. I open up a buffet, and they're loving them. But I got a couple beans. The zucchini. I grow zucchini vertically, so I'm about to time up at the next level. So you time to the pole and let them grow up the pole. When it gets the fruit off the ground, it's a little bit easier to manage because zucchini kind of sprawls. So if you can train it vertically, it's a better way to do it. The back really hasn't changed, but I want to show you. So I got those flocks that are going to go in there, and I got more heuchera, egg planting. We got a bunch of blooms on them. Strawberries we're getting blooms now, so we'll get strawberries a little bit. Cucumbers, still pumping them out. Got a lot of new ones. Tomatoes coming to an end, but I'm getting new shoots. So what I need to do is I need to come out here probably tomorrow and cut off these suckers, so the plant will regrow. So I got these heuchera. I love the color, and the leaf color and the red flowering. These are called Tokyo. And I got a white yarrow, which I don't have. And yeah, these black-eyed Susans, this variety is so cool. These are going to be one of my favorites, I can tell. I'm going to put these in front of our sunroom where I put those pink coneflowers. But it's the gardens, you know. It's been a long day, and hopefully it's going to rain. We're supposed to get thunderstorms a little bit later today, but we'll see. We'll see if they come in or not. But it'd be nice if it did rain. So at least maybe, you know, cool it off. Yeah, I've had some interesting sightings in the garden. Let's see. Yesterday we had a swarm of dragonflies come through. There had been at least 20 dragonflies that were zooming in and out of my garden. That was pretty cool. So it was praying mantis on one of my dahlias before. 2 hummingbirds, and my catbird friend. I haven't seen him. He was out here. He follows me around. That's the robin, you know, who lives in the rose arch, who yells at me. Let's see if you can hear her. Yep. This is what happens every time I walk through here. You know. Yeah. Everybody hears you. You know, I'm not doing anything. So yeah, this is a lot of nature. You know, it's a great experience. You know, it was cool seeing the praying mantis. He was not too pleased. Because he wound up staring me down. You know, but yeah, this is what it's all about. The bees, all the birds, the wildlife. You know, you saw in the video the bunny. There's at least 3. And I don't spray. I don't do anything. I'm putting food out in their environment, and it's a puzzle to try to get figure out a way for them to not eat it. You know, what can I do? You know, can I grow a garden just for the bunnies? That may be an option. You know, don't laugh. I've thought about it. But the yeah, everything's coming in the center area. I'm probably gonna wind up moving stuff next year, but you know, that's part of it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Always looking for suggestions, or just, I love answering people's questions about different plants I have. You know, what works, what doesn't, and the experiences that I've had over the years, you know, could be helpful to everybody, or maybe not. You know, yeah. So this is just to end it. This is the first bloom, dahlia bloom. That's a embassy. So there's a ton of buds on this one. I like this one. I love the color. It's not one of my favorites, because it's not a dinner plate dahlia. I love some of the other dinner plate ones that I do have. You know, like the Lady Darlene and so many other bigger ones I have. But I just love the color, and I love the white backing. You know, it does stand out, I'll tell you that. So, but again, thanks for watching.